Amaretto from the Netherlands, and we're performing for you tonight our format, Fathers. Rocky fights it out, Fathers. In a second now, Roemer is going to tell a true story related to the theme, Fathers. Afterwards, I'd like to ask you a question and have a little chat. So, Roemer.
Yeah, and one thing, we have never heard the story told by Roemer.
Yeah, exactly.
And one thing, right there is Severin doing the music. I remember 20 years ago, I entered a hospital and I was shown to my daughter. My daughter was born 6.5 weeks early, and I was abroad when she was born. And I came there, and I still very vividly remember how small she was. She was really the smallest ever. I mean, 6 weeks early is really small. She could fit easily between here and here with her legs stretched. And the moment you hold your own child for the first time, you realize how vulnerable your child is. And it's up to you, and of course the mother, to protect her. I say this pretty weirdly, but we decided, we didn't have a relationship, so everybody knows this. We had a co-parenthood. So basically I was free a lot of the time, and for the rest of the time I was full-time father. And it's a very nice combination, I advise it. But anyway, your child is under your protection, and you want to protect this vulnerable being. But this vulnerable being gets bigger. So in the beginning, nothing that's wrong with yourself will you let her know. You're there to protect her. Protect her also from your own problems. But when they get older and older, sometimes you cannot hide it very well. You're very sad, or you're very stressed mostly. And a kid feels this, and you have to explain. And that is where the first time comes that you share your problems with your kid. Normally, a kid is crying because of a dirty diaper, or because she had fallen, and she comes to you. At that time, you tell your troubles to her. Very shortly, briefly, because you're in control, because you're the father, you have to protect her. This goes on, and when she gets older, the problems you have, you can explain a little bit more, but always you are in control, because you're the father. Lately, I have been, like everybody has, no reason to be sorry, but I have been a little bit in a shithole in my personal life. And when 2 weeks ago I ended my relationship, I needed to tell that to my daughter. And how it goes nowadays, she doesn't live at home anymore because she studies in another town. I texted her. I texted her that I wasn't together with my girlfriend anymore. So I said, hey sweetie, just so you know, my girlfriend and I are not together anymore. And she answered very sweet and very weird, because she answered with, hey sweetie, too. Which is really weird, because now suddenly I'm her sweetie. No, that doesn't make sense. She's my girl, she's my daughter, she's my sweetie. I'm daddy. And she said, shall I come to you? And I said, yeah, sure, when can you come? Well, I can come next Sunday. So she came. And normally when you tell someone all your troubles, and especially when you have a lot of them going on together, you get emotional. because that's what you do. And in this case, my daughter was there. So I told her, and I did what I always did, I protected her. So I told her with a smile, and I was strong while telling it. And at that moment, I felt strong. And at that moment, I could decide I can change my own life back to good again. I can choose that, because I have the power, because I am a father. That's my story.
Yeah, so it's about the vulnerability and what do you show, or maybe what do you see when you look at your father, for instance, or if you are a father, you might recognize the story of Roemer, and I would love to hear if there's anyone who could or might want to share their thoughts with us.
I can share thoughts about with the father. Okay, I'm Estonian, and I don't know how. I have a feeling that all Estonians have a similar relationship with their fathers. Is that they don't talk with each other, but maybe it's in my with my friends. Like they have similar experience. But I remember I was doing, my grandma was having a 60-year birthday, and we were performing there, doing some small show performance. And I saw my father was really proud because his face was really red. And later in that evening, I was talking with my girlfriend, and he walked past me from behind. And he pat me on my shoulder 3 times. And because we like never talked to each other, that was like a long story.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything more about protection, maybe?
I remember when I moved to my study, I was really afraid to be alone and to have done the right choice. And I have kind of the same relation with my father than Estonians. I don't talk a lot. And my mother was calling, and my father wanted to talk to me. And I will always remember when he said, "We will be always there for you."
That meant a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do you feel...
I got enough.
Yeah?
I have enough.
Okay, we're going to take all 3 stories as inspiration for scenes we're going to play that will be related and non-related. I hope you enjoy Rocky Amaretto, Fathers.
If you rescue me, I'll be your friend forever. Let me in your bed, I'll keep you warm in winter. All the kitties are playing and are having such fun. I wish it could happen to me, but if you rescue me, I'll never have to be alone again. All the cars drive so fast and the people are mean, and sometimes it's hard to find food. Let me into your world, I'll keep you warm and amused. All the things we can do in the rain.
I will come back, as always, and I trust you to be good.
We will.
Great.
We're always good.
I know. So,
We're always good because you're good.
thank you.
Exactly. What he said.
Okay. Well, you know, as a dad, that's good to hear.
Are you good?
Well, thank you, son.
Why do you always call me son and not Tony?
Well,
Why do you get shy when I say that you're good? Why do you always pat me on the back when you don't know what to say? I love him. I think we have the best father in the world.
Oh. Oh, you're... Oh. Tony,
Yeah?
he has his flaws.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No. He just walks away when he doesn't know what to say and that's it.
It's his 5th date this month. 5th. He has his flaws.
So he has 5 dates, 5 dates, what doesn't matter? It's just... He's flawless.
Sure.
He's flawless. He's flawless. Daddy is flawless, he's always been flawless and he will always be flawless. That's what daddies are.
Well, wait till you turn 17 and you'll see the whole world differently.
Yeah, I'm not turning 17 ever.
Well, you are, technically,
No.
in 4 years.
Damn. I can count, I'm just not getting 17 ever. I won't. I refuse to grow up. I don't like it. You have to date. You have to go out. You have to work. You have to go to university. I don't know anything about chemistry or Greek or Latin or I don't know. I had my first Greek lesson today.
How did it go?
I hate Greek. They got really weird letters.
They do. They have a different alphabet, yes.
I don't want to grow up and Daddy, I don't want Daddy to go out and have dates. But I want him to be happy. So he goes out and have dates. Why not? You're not going out and having dates, are you?
I get picked up in 10 minutes. You're gonna be fine, right?
Yeah, I got television.
Don't watch anything scary, okay? Because I'm not sure what time I'll be back. Don't worry about him, and you're gonna grow up, and you'll like it.
It's your 5th date. I'm never gonna grow up. Never gonna grow up. I'm 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 never gonna... I got a house for myself!
So I think it's nice if we do something else sometime, you know, because normally we always do the same thing. We sit on the couch, watch television, and I thought maybe it'd be nice if we actually open the doors to the garden and look what's there. Look, there's plants.
Yes, yes. I let my mom put them there.
You like it when they put them there?
It's nice and flowery
You
that way.
think it's nice and flowery?
I think it's nice
It
and
is nice
flowery
and
that way.
flowery.
It is nice and flowery.
It is nice and flowery there.
It's nice and flowery there.
And your mom put them there?
My mom put them there.
And so we can watch it?
We can watch the bees.
The bees?
The bees that come to the flower.
The flowers and the bees, we can watch them?
We can watch the flowers and the bees.
And then we watch them.
Yes, that's what we do then.
What happens with the flowers and the bees?
Oh, the bees just go on them.
Oh, really? And what happens when they go on them?
Oh, when they suck up the nectar.
What is nectar?
Nectar, that's like juice.
And they suck it?
And they suck it.
How do they suck it?
I don't know. With their voelsprieten.
With their tentacles?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So it's nice to watch the outside.
You know what's funny? Because, you know, in Dutch, I learned this. They have the thing about the bloemetjes and the bijtjes,
yes.
which is about the flowers and the bees, and it actually means something else as well. But in English, they call it the birds and the bees.
That makes no sense.
But the birds and the bees.
The birds and the bees, they don't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah, but it's like this thing. They tell people, then young people, you know, they want to talk about sex. They tell them about the birds and the bees.
Oh! Oh! Oh, now I get it. Yeah, because the other day, someone was talking to me about the birds and the bees, and I was like, oh, they watch National Geographic or something, or Discovery Channel. That's a nice story, but I get it now.
And you know how sex works?
Yes.
Basically, you have one tentacle, and then the other one sucks up the nectar. And I was thinking, since we're watching the bees and the flowers anyway, you know, I think maybe...
Yeah.
Is that your phone?
No, it's a new scene calling.
Oh, so this is the end of this scene?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping to get to the rest of this scene. Maybe
You can
later.
go later, do it later.
Okay.
I just started a new scene.
I'm sorry.
I want a wife. Are you my wife? This is baby. I can't get him to get quiet.
Well, I've been up for 3 nights straight.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not taking it anymore. Just take her outside.
No, silence. You're never gonna shut up if you shout at him. Or you shout at me for that matter. Shout at all. Don't shout. Just don't shout. Don't shout. Don't shout. You're the mother.
I know
He
I'm the
smells
mother.
you.
She broke me. He broke me.
I'm leaving you. I'm leaving you. We can't do this anymore.
I'm sorry.
After he was born, and you say she all the time. Just because you wanted a daughter doesn't make him a daughter. Look at the mess we're in.
She might want to be a she.
Don't put a trauma on her yet. I'm leaving you. I'm just leaving you.
Can you take her with you? Please. Just, I can't do this. Not at all. This is not who I am. I'm not made for loving this. It's... Sorry.
I can do this, Dad. I'm off to college. Don't worry about me. I'll be safe. Just like an adult. So no worries. I got this. Dad?
Yeah?
Oh. Can you please help me down?
Yeah, sure.
What?
Oh, take my hand. This one, down there. Gotcha.
I got this! I got this, Dad, no problem. I'm an adult now. I can do what I want. I don't need you anymore. Just like you.
Cool.
I'll feel comfortable and cool.
Okay.
And we don't have to talk to each other. Why would I talk to my dad? I mean, you know, he doesn't talk to me, so there's no reason to talk to my dad. I'm just here. I'm just here on my own in college, and I can do what I want. And I don't care that my dad doesn't talk to me, because I don't talk to him, because it's my fucking life, and I can do what I want, and I like it. I like it without my dad, because your dad is only constraining you, and he says stuff like, worry, watch out, stuff like that, be good, whatever, Dad. I can do what I want, it's my own life!
When I grew up, my dad was the rough one. He would throw me around all the time, and I would hate it. I would hate it, absolutely hate it. When we were in the swimming pool, he would toss me as far away as possible, and I had to get back on my own. If we left the house, we had the bin outside, and his regular joke was to pick me up and put me in with my head like that. Not really in. He wouldn't drop me on my head, obviously, but just let me smell it for a bit. And when I climbed the tree or anything, he would start cheering me on to go higher and higher. My mom never liked it. Me neither. So one day, I got up in a tree so high that I couldn't get out anymore. And he had to actually come up and get me. And then, well, you see, my dad, he's, well, at least as high as those guys are, but at like 35 kilos. So one of the branches actually broke and he fell down. Breaking his back.
Is this a true story, Marit?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I could kind of feel that.
Do you want a true story?
About your dad, yeah.
About what?
Well, we talked about vulnerability.
Yeah?
So how's your dad? Is he vulnerable?
Oh, no. No, he's, I'm like him.
I feel you're still acting.
No, he's not vulnerable at all. I saw him cry, I think twice.
When?
When he had to tell me one of his best friends, or one of my parents' friends, was going to die. I was in 8th grade and they set us down. I'm like, okay, Mika is very ill and they can't do anything anymore. And he cried. That broke me. He, as I said, he never cried before, so it was the first time actually to see him cry.
I saw my dad cry once.
When?
It was it's stupid that I don't even remember whether it was my grandmother's or grandfather's funeral. And he did a speech because his brothers, he had 2 brothers, like they're not gonna do a speech because they were too emotional. My dad was always like. So he started the speech, and he started speaking, and then I saw his lips, like that. And my relationship with my dad was not great, and with my grandparents, they were kind of distant. But when he started crying, I couldn't stop myself. Tears. It's the first and last time I saw him cry.
When I was 7, my grandfather died. And we were on vacation on Vlieland, which is an island from the Netherlands. And that's where I saw my father cry for the first time, and my mother cried, and my brother cried. I can only remember that I was the big guy. I was the only one that was not crying.
It's funny, I did the same thing. Because it's when my father's father died, I saw it, that's the second time I caught him. Only brief moment that he cried. But I held up my tears for like 5 days. And now that you mentioned this, I'm like, oh, I probably did that because he was my dad picked up the phone and my grandmother was all going on about how her husband had died, and I caught my dad first when he had hung up, and he just broke down in my arms. That sucks. And it's a great moment as well.
Daddy, why do your breath smell alcohol?
You know alcohol? It's like your lemonade. And we drink it and it makes us happy.
I know what alcohol is, I'm 13. Why did you go out on a date again? Why don't I see the women ever here?
Because no one can replace your mom.
Well, everybody likes you, don't they? Everybody likes you. You're my dad.
No one can replace your mom.
But you're my dad.
No one can replace your mom. No one shall replace your mom.
There's nothing wrong with you. Every woman should be happy with you.
I don't want another woman.
Why do you go on dates all the time?
I don't want another woman.
Mom is dead.
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 I don't want another woman. I want your mom. I want her back. I want her back. Please. Sheila, come back. Come back.
You're hurting me.
No.
You're hurting me.
Back.
You're hurting me, Daddy. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Come on. Grab yourself together. Are you a man? Come on. Come on. You're a man. You're a father. Come on, you. Get for brains. Come on, you. Come on. Be a man. Be a man. Come on. Fuck you. Fuck you, Daddy. Fuck you.
Our little Tony, our son. Isn't he great, Sheila?
He is.
Such a young boy. Do you ever think about what he will become when he grows up?
Oh,
What do
I
you
bet
look
he's gonna
like?
be just like you.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, funny, hot,
Yeah. So you mean he's gonna,
caring.
He's gonna grow up like his mom? Funny, hot, caring.
You're not hot. You're normal.
Oh, he's not hot as in having a temperature like oven hot.
No.
But hey, that's okay.
I'm like regular 37 degrees, you know.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
It's 102 in Fahrenheit, 37 in Celsius. Such a smart young boy.
I know, I know.
I learned today in school about the birds and the bees, which is actually not about birds at all. Really weird.
Yeah, sometimes they teach weird stuff in school.
Don't say that. He's allowed to know things
Know
like
the
that.
stuff they teach in school?
Yeah.
It's all nonsense. It's bullshit. Don't trust them. They will try to make you weird.
They will try and teach you stuff that's not true. So if the teacher says something you don't like, you just raise your hand and she says, Tony, and you say, nonsense.
Nonsense!
Just because you don't want it to be like that.
And because my father says so.
Exactly. You can have the world the way you want it. You can make it your own.
I can?
Yes. Because the world is what you make out of it. That is it, my son. The world is what you make out of it. The world is what you make out of it. The world is what you make out of it. The world is what you make out of it. The world is what you make out of it. The world is what you make out of it.
You have cute eyes.
You too.
I think that your father
Don't say it.
is a policeman.
Don't say it.
Fireman? Because you're like this. You're strong. You're really strong. You're really strong. I saw you during gym. Man. Just like that.
I know. I saw you sitting on the side, watching me do this.
You don't mind me watching you, do you? Because I like to watch you.
I like being watched.
You know, this sounds really strange probably, but sometimes I watch you and then kind of think that maybe you and I
Well, do you know?
sometimes I fantasize about it.
When?
When I see you, when I'm alone, in class, with volleyball, basically always. You?
Oh, only, now. So Tony, are you going to do this or not?
Somebody say, hey, we want some pussy. Hey, we want some pussy. Let me say, hey, we want some pussy. Hey, we want some pussy. Somebody say, hey, we want some pussy. Hey, we want some pussy. Hey, we want some
this game. We call it Amtrak, but some call it the train. We all would line up in a single file line.
It's crying. What would we do? Why is it?
I don't know what to do.
Which door? Which door? Left door, right door. Which door?
Left door?
Left door, right door.
I say left door.
Why the left door?
Because the left door is prettier.
The right door is prettier.
No, the left door is pretty.
No,
It's
the
yellow.
right door is gold.
That's not gold, it's fake gold.
It's yellow gold.
That's real yellow.
That's true, but I like gold yellow over a yellow.
But what's behind the door?
Well, it feels like there's more behind that door.
Because it's gold.
Yes.
Yes, but it's fake gold.
Well, there's maybe real gold inside.
No, there's fake stuff behind
How do you
it.
know? Have you seen it?
No.
Then maybe we must open it.
No, we open the left door.
Why don't we just open both doors?
Because this is a dilemma, we have to choose.
Okay, is that the case? Who
Yeah,
said it
that's
was a dilemma?
That's how we started the scene.
No, it's a rule that started in your head. I started this scene.
But it's a metaphysical thing.
Bullshit. What does the audience want? Which door?
Yeah, that's true. Which
Right.
door?
Right.
Yellow.
Okay, when you say left, do you mean your left or our left?
Yellow.
Yellow.
You're just saying that because you like him better than me? What? Who was that?
They say yellow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's open the door. Oh, nothing.
I just want to see him one more time.
He's with his grandmother. He's not here. I just couldn't stand it anymore. He's crying all the time. He only stops crying when he's in your arms. That's it. You left him. You left your own child. You said you had no motherly instincts. And you left, and now it's too fucking late.
Fine. I'll go there myself and stand at that door as long as necessary to see him one more time. How much is that to ask? Can't a woman change her mind for once?
I love you. I still love you like the day I watched you in the gym. You know, sometimes when he isn't crying, which is not often, I fantasize about you, not about sex.
About who I was.
No.
Who I can be. Who you fell in love with. Who I'm not anymore. Who I lost. Who I...
No, just you.
Forgot.
Just you, but in a different situation. Just you and me. Having fun for once. Laughing. Holding each other. Okay, having sex.
Laughing a bit more.
Why does love hurt so much? Do you know? Do you know why love hurts so fucking much? Because I don't. Whenever I hate you the most, I only think of the beautiful things. I should be thinking about how you shout and how the whole apartment was a mess and how you abandoned your fucking own son and wanted him to be a daughter.
You could still want that. We don't know.
So why did you abandon me, Mom? Dad told me that you wanted a daughter instead of a son.
No, it's not just that. I couldn't love myself. And I didn't have any to give. I was in a bad spot at the time. I just couldn't do it. It's not a good reason maybe, or a satisfactory reason, but it's my reason. It's the reason I did this, because I thought it would be better.
He loves you.
He does.
You don't.
In a different way.
I don't need you.
I saw you walk down the street with some other girl.
The world is what I want it to be. What I can make out of it. I don't need you. You're not my mom. You're just a strange old woman. You know what? Find love somewhere else. Don't come knocking on my door. Go!